Hello, my name is Dara. I am a self-improvement YouTuber. My aim is to get 1 million men and women improving their lives every single day and actually improving themselves. This video is in no way dissing a 9-to-5 job. It is just my own thoughts and what I think that I want for my future. So I don't want you taking this into your own self without first journaling about it and contemplating it. I've spent a lot of time thinking about this, so I know that this is what I want, and I'll explain all these different things as we go on. But let's get on with the video. So, you wake up, you shower, you go to work, you come home, you watch telly, you have 2 days off a week, and have annual leave 4 times a year. So you do this every day for 50 or so years. And you were supposed to start living at your pension age. You're supposed to have no time for anything other than 4 holidays a year, 2 days off a week. Same routine every single day. I can't really think of anything worse for myself, to be honest with you. But it doesn't mean I don't want a full-time job, right? I'm not putting that out there that I'm never going to have a full-time job. I have a full-time job at the moment while I'm also doing a law degree. But doing that for the last while, I realised, I've no time to do anything else. I'm on a week off at the moment and I'm batch recording a whole bunch of videos, because I want something more. I don't want to live an average life. I want to be able to wake up and do what I want, get work done. But let's get on with the video and we'll continue this discussion later, right? I have things I love doing every single day, and work gets in the way of that, as I was just saying there. I like to wake up and I meditate. I hop into a cold shower, go downstairs, I'll have my eggs. I then might come upstairs and do a bit of work, so whether that be college work or working on my business work, right? I might read for an hour. And then generally I go to the gym. I'm after pushing the gym back till later on in the evening because it just works better for me, I think. But yeah. So I just like to take off my habit tracker, to be honest with you. Right? And with a 9-to-5, you're barely earning enough to live and enjoy yourself. It was all well and good 20, 30 years ago, parents, grandparents' generation, where they would leave school, get a job, be able to live on their own, have a family, etc. But it's just not viable nowadays, right? It is literally not viable. Working a 9-to-5 really, I'm not going to tell you what I earn from my full-time job, but what I earn, I wouldn't be able, and this is working 5 days a week as well, I wouldn't be able to move out, live on my own or live with someone to pay rent, food, electricity, bins, and every other fucking charge that comes with. Don't know how, you know what I mean? How is that living? It's not. You literally barely earn enough to survive. And I can't think of anything friggin' worse. I want to work at whatever I want to do, right? At whatever time I want, earning as much as I would like to. How do I put that in simpler terms? I'd like to live a life where I wake up at whatever time I want to wake up at. I'm working at something that I don't have to go to a physical location, but I can work on it at home in my own time, doing whatever I want to do, if you get me, right? I also am thinking of when I start a family. And I don't want to be gone for 39, 40 hours a week, barely seeing my kids, barely seeing my future wife, my kids in the future, my wife, yada yada, right? I want to have a fulfilled life where I'm earning enough, I'm earning more than enough, or just earning enough to be able to do whatever I want with my life, live wherever I want, do fun activities with my kids and wife all the time, date nights, etc. And I don't see a 9 to 5, like 40 hours a week, 4 holidays a year, doing that. You get me? I want to actually be able to raise my own kids. I want to go to the gym for as long as I want to, at whatever time I want to go to the gym at, which would probably be the evening time anyway. But I must be crazy because I don't want to do a 9 to 5 like that where I clock into a physical location, work for 40 hours a week and barely see my family. People will call me crazy for that. Now, nowadays, it's becoming more common not to want to do that. But still, my granny's generation are going to look at me as if I have 50 heads for wanting to do that. Like, you know what I mean? It's ridiculous, right? Going to one location, doing a job where I work for someone and get the bare minimum for them squeezing the maximum amount of work out of me. It's called the rat race, isn't it? And it's one of the biggest scams of this century. It is. Because the cost of living's going up, but wages aren't going up to match that. I'm not on minimum wage. When minimum wage goes up and the people living off of social benefits, they get increased every year. I don't. When minimum wage goes up, I'm automatically on minimum wage then. You know, I was above minimum wage, but I don't get bumped up, so automatically I go to minimum wage, and then my rise only comes about 6, 7 months later, just before minimum wage goes up again. So it's playing catch up all the time. And it's ridiculous. Like, I can't afford to live on my own at 20 years of age. So you're going to watch this journey of me going all the way to the friggin' top. Because I'm coming for it. And I'm taking over the self-improvement industry. Just you watch. First man, I'm coming for you. Hams, I'm coming for you. Tate, I'm coming for you. I want to either work for myself, so doing business work, or working for a company that lets me work wherever I want to work in the world, at whatever time I want to do the work at. Like, doing the work as long as I meet the deadlines. Like, I'm going to meet deadlines, yada yada. You know, if I was to work for someone, that's how I'd do it. I don't want a capped earning potential where I'm fearing inflation and being in debt to the bank for a house that I had to settle for. I want to live in the house I want to live in, that I can afford. You know, worrying about inflation. Oh God, groceries are going up. Are we going to be able to afford it this week? Now my wife has to work. You know, if she wants to work, she can work, right? I'm never going to stop her from working or pursuing a career that she wants to pursue. But I don't want her to feel like she has to. You know what I mean? I want to be earning enough that she doesn't need to work and she can work only if she wants to. And it just makes me feel so depressed thinking about joining the rat race after college. And it's not something I want to be doing. Like, most people by now have clicked off this video because they think I'm crazy. But to you who stayed, I would just want to say, put in the work. Put in the work now. If you are young, even if you're not, put in the work. Do what you want to do. Buy the online course. Try the business. Because you never know. Yes, it does take time. And it does take sacrifice. But in the end, we win. You might have to start it as a side hustle alongside your 9 to 5, which might be too demanding for some people. But if you don't want to be stuck in this rat race, You need to try your hardest. You need to go to your 9 to 5 job, come home, work on your business, go to the gym in the morning. You need to be on top of things. You need to dedicate every last spare second to this. And if you do that, you simply cannot fail. And most people aren't willing to do that. And that's what makes the few who do extraordinary. People see this idea of online income and think it's a fucking breeze. It's not. You can make money from it if you really want to, but it takes time, it takes dedication, it takes sacrifice. I've made money online before. Took months to see the first 100 come in. You know what I mean? Like, and people think, oh, I can just start this up and I'm going to be getting 10k a month next week. No, it doesn't work like that. It takes time, it takes a lot of effort. But if you don't want to be stuck, you have to try. If you genuinely try your best, you simply cannot fail. And I'm open to having my mind changed on that, but I don't think so. Because I've seen results from this. I have gotten money online before. I know it can be done, and I'm going to do it. I'm coming for all the money. All of it. That's just my thought on this. Journal it. Think about it. If there's a career that you really, really want to pursue, don't let someone push you off it. Like, there's nothing saying in 2 years I mightn't go and become a commercial lawyer, a solicitor in a commercial setting, like, you know. I might for a couple of years if this hasn't taken off or if my business hasn't taken off or whatever, like, you know. But I always wanted to be a solicitor. But then you start thinking about family. You think about wife, kids. Solicitor, you'll be working crazy long hours where, yes, you're really well paid, but does it really make sense to not be home for 4 days because you're stuck in the office working on a case? Maybe. To some people, yes. For me, I want a more fulfilled life where I can work all day, but also have time for my family. So journal it, see, and if you are a person who's lost on self-improvement, or you are only just coming across self-improvement, if you're lost on your self-improvement journey, or you are looking to develop yourself as a person and actually see results, and you like these unedited raw videos, click subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. And we're gonna transform this industry to something that it should be, where it's not just about online income, but also career. It's not about hustle culture, but it's about working hard and having a good family life. If you like that, click subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. The only thing that is doing the thing is doing the thing.